Wow, you've got me three times in one day. What the hell's going on? So again, a story from the other day. I'm just trying to go through it myself today, and it's just mental. So John Cena, in some promotional material, said that Taiwan was a country, or implied that it was a country, and then he had to apologize to China for that. And then when he apologized, he got flack for it. And it's like, what the fudge? As far as I'm concerned, it's a country, it's an island actually. And an island, it may belong to well, it may belong to a country, just like how Northern Ireland is not connected to the UK, but it's called Northern Ireland because that's the name of the country, and it makes up the United Kingdom. And I don't see any problem with that. I don't even class Ireland, the Republic of, as a separate country. I think it's still the same. Don't know why, but I do. um, I've been there, obviously, so it doesn't seem too different from where I live. So obviously, I class it as my own country. Obviously, it's not because it's part of Europe. But anyway, going back to this story. Oh gosh, where is it? Let's share the video. No, we're not. Well, let's share the window. So here we have on Sky News, John Cena mocked for apologizing to China for saying Taiwan is a country. And there he is, arms open, apologizing. Okay, so he was promoting the Fast and Furious movie, which is going to be great. His part in it, it's going to be shit, but it is what it is. Right, so speaking in Mandarin, as he talked about the upcoming film's release, he apparently said Taiwan is the first country that can watch. The man speaks your language. He speaks Mandarin. He does. We've seen him do this before. And you give him flack for basically saying Taiwan is the first country that will be able to watch the movie. So the reason why it's deemed controversial is because China considers Taiwan to be part of its territory, despite being self-ruled. Okay, so you think it is? Well, that's fine. The person talking about it is not a native of your country, so he's not going to know the geopolitics of your situation, and he shouldn't really need to try to find out before he says something. But obviously, if it's going to create major offense, then yeah, obviously somebody needs to advise him of that. But I don't think this is something that should be blown out of proportion. And I'm not a super fan of John Cena, but I'm not even trying to stick up for him. I'm just saying that the situation is just dumb. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's just mental. How can we like change and learn to live together if you just like create problems for everyone? It's just mental. It's like you have to tiptoe around everything. Like I'm probably getting really old and I'm getting a bit curmudgeony, but uh, call a spade if it's a spade. So here is China. Hello, China. Look at this. This is massive. Look how big China is. It's just meant. Oh my God, it's going up to here as well. That is China, isn't it? Yeah. So this part, So this border here is the end. Well, is the most western border of China, but that's not what we've come to look at. Let's look at uh, where Taiwan is, or Formosa, as we used to know it as. Right, China's there, Formosa's there. I mean, Taiwan's there. That's it. Where's Japan? That's South Korea there. So we've got to go a bit forward to go to Japan, and there's Japan there. Okay, so okay, if you consider it as part of your country, that's fine. That's brilliant. There's not much difference in it, to be honest with you. Um, I wouldn't, get totally pissed off if a foreigner said, "Oh, this is its own country." It's just mental. Now, shall we find out what Taiwan is all about? Now, back in the old days, loads of things used to be made in Taiwan, and I used to see that all the time, and it used to be a joke as well. Everything was made in Taiwan, just like everything is made in China these days. Okay, so Taiwan, uh, officially the Republic of China, is a country in East Asia. So even Wikipedia, who isn't a authority on the subject, but this information is freely available to edit as needed. It seems like China has not needed to edit any of this. Neighboring countries include the People's Republic of China to the northwest, Japan to the northeast, and the Philippines to the south. Okay, let's see. What are we seeing? All right, let's look at its. Okay, so it's got a seal of the Republic of China. I'm not seeing any information on this little sidebar here. It's still classed as a country because it's got a capital city. So the capital city is Taipei, but the largest city is New Taipei. Okay. The national language is the Formosan language, Hakka, Hokkien, Mandarin, Matsu, Taiwan Sign Language. The ethnic group is Han Taiwanese, Hokkolo, sorry, I'm going to be butchering these, Hakka, Washengren, and 2% indigenous. Okay. I shouldn't be reading these numbers out if I didn't read them out for all of them. The religion is 35% Buddhism, or 35.1%, 33% Taoism, 18.7% no religion, 3.9% Christianity, 9.3 others. Okay. The government, so it's a unitary, semi-presidential, constitutional republic. Eh? So it's its own government. It's got its own government, obviously. Uh, Total area is 36,197 kilometers squared. Wowzers. I don't know how that compares to the UK. Population estimated 2020 is 23,568,378. Okay. And what's that? Does that make it? Yeah. So the 56th most populated country. The GDP for 2021 estimated is 1.4 trillion. What do they make in Taiwan? We need to find out what they make in Taiwan. Okay. GDP nominal is, well, where are you? 682.702 billion. Wow. Okay. Um, the currency is the new Taiwan dollar, NT dollar, or TWD. The time zone is 8 hours ahead of London or Greenwich Mean Time. Mains electricity is on 110 volts, so it needs those two prong, whatchamacallits. Driving side drives on the right hand side. Calling code is 886. The ISO code, the 2-digit ISO code, should I say, is TW. The international TLD for websites, it's .tw. Right. Ooh, okay. It was at some point ruled by the Japanese as well. Maybe that's why China want to say that it belongs to them. While Taiwan was still under Japanese rule, Republic of China was founded on the mainland on the 1st of January 1912. Da 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 da. Interesting. This all sounds really interesting. A lot of people have, well, not a lot of people, but some people have fought over this land. Crazy stuff. Okay, we need to find out what they do now. Okay, economy. Here we go. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Come on. So it's not agriculture because that was only 2% of the GDP. So what do they do? I think I'm going to have to read this in my own time. Okay, guys. So all I wanted to do was just highlight how silly the whole thing is with like getting offended by silly things. Sometimes I get offended when people don't say my name correctly. It was a long time till I could say my name correctly. Oh gosh. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. Maybe it's done on purpose to create hype for the movie. That's the other thing I was thinking. But I'm quite pessimistic, so I do try to find the faults in things. So yeah, the negativity in things. So yeah, it is what it is. But hopefully this shit won't be happening too much longer because we don't want to keep pandering to silly things like this and like having Marvel like apologize for movies that they should have made with um, certain types of actors instead of other types of actors. But it is what it is, and yeah. I'm gonna stop now before I offend anyone. See, I'm self censoring myself. What the hell? What kind of world are we living in now?